You ever had a situation where you think that you're the only person that ever gone through this, and no one could ever experience what you just experienced, what you have been experiencing all the time? That that you've been picked on, you have been, I say, ostracized, put on this display. That this is too much for you, too much for anyone to handle. You ever had that pain, that situation where it's like, nah, not me, but yes, it is you. And you come to realize that no one else could go through this because it seems like you have been picked on by the universe. You've been picked on by God himself. You know the devil doing it, but that no, it can't be from God because he would do this like this to me. He wouldn't let me go through this. And you went through it. You've been through it. You hurt. And you have pain on top of pain on top of pain on top of pain and the suffering. Ah, you're the only one. Ah, you're the only one. Okay? So you take that situation of being the only one and you say, nah, I gotta be better than this. This is not me. This is not the way it's supposed to be. So anyway, you look at it in a different way. You try to lift yourself up, push yourself around and say, I'm gonna walk in the light, I'm gonna be the light, I'm gonna be a better person than it is. I'm gonna be the best version of myself as I could ever be. I'm gonna be responsible, respectable, and everything else. But yet it's still you had to pass by that little thing called a mirror. And every time you pass by that thing called a mirror, you don't even have to get to the mirror. You get close to the mirror and you see a reflection of yesterday. You see a reflection of the pain. You see a reflection of the backstabbing, the backbiting. You see a reflection of the gossiping and all of those things that hurt you so bad. And then you say, okay, I take another chance. You took a chance on the situation, right? And guess what? Lo and behold, that situation was just as bad as the first situation. You said, no, not again, not again. And the hurt and the pain is still there. And the pain is worse, even. So, you don't want to give up. No, I can't give up. No, I can't give up because this is this is too. I said, this is too much to be true. This can't be true. So you hold on, and the more you hold on, seems to be the worse you get, even. So by and by, down the road, you start to feeling like, okay, let me do something about this situation. Let me see what I can do now, right? To make this a better situation, make this better, make the pain easier than what it is now. Let me see what I can do to, let's say, even to be healed, even. So you try to take courses, you try to go to seminars, you go to meetings and everything. You get on the telephone, you try to be a nice person. Yeah, nice and kind and polite and all that good stuff, the fruit of the spirit. Yeah, all that stuff. Yeah, being behavior, meekness, and all that stuff, helping people, doing things for this and that, and the other. And lo and behold, here we come again. But then again, it's like you're not really progressing. You seem to be in a standstill. You seem to be in a place whereas you're not making any type of a movement that's worthwhile. Even though you run into little, how you say, little storms that is, little tests that is, you know what I mean? And it's expected. This is life. This is life. The road is not going to always be a smooth, easy road. There's going to be some rocky roads. There's going to be some uh, rock sliding zones. There's going to be some hurricane and tornadoes and heavy rainstorms and floods sometimes. And you look and expecting these things. You expect them. And then everybody's not going to be all good to you and everything. So you expect that too. And everyone is not going to be forgiving of you behind the things that you did long time ago. Even that first time you was in that situation, you expect that too. Well, you don't expect for everybody to forgive you, but as long as you hold on, as long as you do what you got to do, as long as you hold on and to be the better person for yourself, then if things start looking good, looking better for you, right? But then again, nothing seems to be happening constructively. You're trying, and you say, "Well, let me pray over this. let me meditate over this. Let me just take a break. Let me take a breather over this and see what's going on, right?" And then here come miracle. Here come a miracle. But by and by, you have been so hurt, so traumatized, so back in the situation, so out of focus, that is, that now you don't trust the value. You don't trust this miracle that's coming to you because it's not really as something that you can like say put your hand on right here right now and you can measure it right here right now. But you know it's like this is something different. This is something that's supposed to be a good thing. But where's your trust in this now? You lost your trust. You lost your faith in it. Uh, you have all these anxieties about it and everything. It's like you even go to sleep and you dream and have, how you said, disturbing dreams about this situation. No, it's going to come around. It's going to hurt me. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle this or not. Should I not? This and that and the other. And then it's like, it's still there. Hope is still there. And you say, well, I'm afraid. And and you know what? Sometimes that fear it seems to be like, why not? Everything can't be all good and everything. So therefore, you take that fear and you say, "Well, I'm going to use this fear to my advantage." So you look at the situation, you dissect it, you process it, and everything else, and look at it good. And there's no red flags. It looks good. It's wow. It's like okay, now what? So anyway, you say, "Should I? Maybe." Okay, I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a try. And you do. You give it. And it have to be like, wow, why didn't I think about this before? But guess what? Didn't not realizing that even after the first time, even after that heartache, even after the break, even after the trauma and the drama and all that stuff, you was in training. Yeah, you was in training. You was in Delta Force training situation where you had to do things that unbelievable. And you said that no one else could be going through this but me. And I don't know, but guess what? There are others are going through it just like you. But see, sometimes others are not really seeing the thing that you see. Others are not really catching on to the thing that you catch on because see, during the course of you going through these trials, of you going through these trials and tribulation and the pain and the suffering that happened, you had a mindset that you don't want to give up. You can't give up. You have a mindset that you're going to trust in a certain trust and a certain value that is beyond value, but is beyond measure. You're going to trust in a situation whereas uh, this thing is true. You believe that it's true because you have a faith, you have a confidence in the faith that you have, but yet it's still you're still going through the stuff, but yet you always keep you in that, that situation whereas should I believe or should I not believe? But yet it's still your beliefs started getting positive. You start to believe in even the more. But now here comes this miracle. This miracle is there in your face. This miracle is for real. And you realize now that it was there all along, teaching you, strengthening you, training you, uh, progressing you, growing you, lifting you, and then giving you the value of who you're supposed to be and who you are in Him and with Him. So this thing that sometimes when things start to happening to you, things start to happen to you, you start to remembering a situation. He said, and through many trials and tribulations, you shall enter into the kingdom of God through many. So just because one or two things come about you, some things come about you that you know is funky, is smelling, is bad, is contagious, contaminating, and everything else. If you bat your eye, it might be lost. So you don't close your eyes. You're gonna stay awake as long as you can anyway. And then see all the time, every time you do something, you say, I will not receive this into my heart. No, I cannot receive this. I'm going to think positive. I'm going to be positive. Lift up and I'm going to keep growing. I'm going to keep evolving. I'm going to keep going up and up and up because I'm more than a conqueror. Yes. And I see myself as being a winner. Wow, but it's been a while. That's all right because I'm not in charge. I'm not in control. I turn myself over to a situation. I turn myself over to a value that is more and better than I could ever be. And this is now the how you say uh chances that came about. First chance, God of the first chance, God of the second chance, God of a third chance. But then again, it's where your attitude lies, where's your disposition is, where's your focus lies on the situation, and more and more and more. You keep looking up, keep thinking, and putting your mind in a good place. Your mind in a better place. It's being renewed in the spirit of your mind, being transformed to a value that is better and better each and every minute of the day. So therefore, you watch, and you observe, and then you say, "Ha ha, this is going to be all right." So we just want to bring it to you just to let you know that sometimes you're going through some trouble, sometimes you're going through some heartache, and then you're fearful of taking another chance. You're fearful of stepping back out there in that wilderness, stepping back out there in that darkness, stepping back out there in that situation that it said you don't know what you're going to get into, but there's a trust and a hope that you have. There's a confidence that you have. There's a value that you have to know that, I'm not my own. I'm not my own. And I don't have to worry about me anymore. As long as I'm doing what is right, I'm doing what is straight, I'm doing the thing, the value. Because this I believe, and this I know that it's going to be all right. And that's what it is. I can trust, and I have the hope, and I have the belief, yeah, it's going to be all right. So therefore, let me walk right, talk right, and act right, and then get up and keep moving upright. Ah, to a value higher and above where the eagles fly, over the storms, over the situations, that can see far in a distance. Yes. All right, guys. Thank you for being with us today. Share this out and let everybody know that just because they're going through some trouble, just because they're going through some hard times, going through some pain, does not mean that that you're the only one that has gone through this stuff. Because wow, and I do believe that you said that, yeah, this can't happen to nobody but me. But guess what? Guess what? You look at others and said, that person may have gone through some stuff too. You know what I mean? And that's how we look at things. That's how we see things. And then we rejoice as though like, hey, how you doing? And put a smile on your face, put a into your body and your spirit. Yeah, a rejoicing spirit. Rejoice, rejoice, rejoice all the time. All right now? So take care, be blessed, and everything gonna be all right. And talk to you soon and very soon. Peace, grace, and love. All right now. Hmm. Now we can, oh, I say, get up out of here.